Welcome back, everyone, to our new series in Lord of the Rings. We are going to be playing as Uzbad Thrór of Durin's folk, Lord of Erebor. This is pre-Smog, of course, and this is part of the new bookmarks that just dropped in February for the Lord of the Rings mod. This is going to be a little bit different, where I know that there's some kind of like custom content that plays out for Uzbad Thrór, but we're going to be playing it slightly different. So we're going to go through the character really fast. We're going to go ahead and unpause just to get the events out of the way. So first of all, we are the king under the mountain. Thrór, son of Dain, son of Nain, rules from his mighty throne as king under the mountain, in which above his head is set the Arkenstone, heart of the mountain. Prosperity was not always with the king. When he was young, his father and brother were slain by a cold drake in the Grey Mountains, and Thrór and his people went south to the Lonely Mountain. Here he became king under the mountain, a title held by his ancestors, and since then his realm and people have grown rich and prosperous beyond imagination. His people's friendship with the Northmen of Del and the river Selduin have made them both wealthy, and Thór's treasuries, overflowing with gold and jewels, are renowned throughout the north. Yet all is not perfect. Thór's love of gold is great, perhaps too great. He spends sleepless nights in his treasuries gazing upon his riches, and they have taken his heart. The fame of his prosperity may haunt Thrór, and dark whispers come from the north, where gold-hungry drakes still dwell in dark and barren places. May Durin's folk prosper. All right. There's one more event. The children of Mahal, or Mahel, however you pronounce it. I was born among the children of Mahel. He is one of the gods, the creator of the dwarves. Adopted children of Eru, the steadfast dwarves. Our fathers shaped us in dark times, and as such we are hardier than men, and more resistant to illness and corruption. We are long-lived and slow to bloom. We consider our youths to be no more than children till the age of their majority at 40, and that it is inappropriate to marry before the age of 70. Dwarves of both gender wear beards since birth, and a dwarf without a beard is the object of much shame and mockery. Kuzdul, a sacred language devised by the Maker himself, is never spoken in front of non-dwarves, and reserved for ancient lore and solemn gatherings. In everyday life we adopt the language of our closest neighbors and business partners. Though we do not fear the sun like the orcs, we are most comfortable beneath the ground, where we carve halls in the living rock. Many of our ancestral homes have been destroyed, and now is the time to reclaim them. Barak Kazad, I Menu. All right. So let's look really fast. So we are Uzbad Thrór. Just let this progress a little bit. Okay. So we're Uzbad Thrór. We are 211, so we are older, but we are feeling fine. We have one son, Thrain, and his son, Thorin, which most people know from the Hobbit book and or movies, and his brother Frerin. All right. So Thrain rules. He has the Golden Hall. He's in charge of the Golden Hall. We are very rich and always getting richer. We are greedy. We are wrathful, and we are paranoid. So this is going to come into play. So one of the things, let's just go ahead and talk about this. We're scarred. We're very a great steward, right? We have Midas touched. Thrain is more war-minded. We are a little bit, because of our paranoia and because of our greed, while we have grown very strong here with our son in the Great Foundries, we do believe in how much he is loved and a great warrior. There is some worry, right, from those around us that that the people of the mountain are starting to look to him to become their new lord. Here's the little model, and there's also a model of Lake Town. And we know that we have some lands that used to belong to us, specifically Khazad-dûm, which we know we can't go get, right? And currently Azog is there. We've heard of this, but we also know that up in the north of the mountains, there is the Gundabad, Mount Gundabad, right? Once the dwarven hold of Gundabad. Gundabad was conquered by the notorious orc warlord Skorg, who turned it into the greatest orc stronghold in the northern mountains. And there is Zagnath. I don't know if he's the son of Skorg. No, it goes back to Lagbug. It was Skorg who built the Great Drake Gate, a fortified entrance defending the mountain. The mountain itself has 3 peaks, the Cloven Spire, the Great Spire, and the Twisted Spire, beneath which lies great fortified holds, caves, and winding tunnels. So we can see, right, that there are the 3 peaks. All right. All right, so we have decided that we want to take this back. There is also in Gundabad itself, there could be a duchy building, and then over on this side, there is the Wild Mountain Pass. So this is a very defendable area. We know that Azog is getting powerful down here. And I think, is he a conqueror? I don't know. He's just very powerful. Okay, so in our heart of heart, we have decided that we are going to, while continuing to fund our expeditions, we want to head west and take back Gundabad and start reclaiming the Misty Mountains. That is like our heart's desire. So in order to do this, just right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and tell our lore master to start, where are we at? Over here, okay. To start getting our people ready. So he's going to start stone singing and singing to the people about the lore and the history of Gundabad and the fact that we should rule it. We have reestablished reestablished the Lonely Mountain, Erebor, and we also want to reestablish Gundabad in our old age. While that is happening, let's go ahead and get some more trebuchets. And we are also going to go ahead. So we have the Avaricious and the Architect tree. We will go down this side. We don't need that quite yet. We are actually, because we're going to get prepared subscription, because our son has gotten a lot of love from the people for his martial ways, and we want to show that we are great. Yes, we did resettle the mountain, and we did that through our knowledge of stewardship, but we also want people to know that we are a powerful warrior ourselves. So let's get that going. Inspired work, and I hear the footsteps of someone approaching me from behind and turn around and see Azhal looking all kinds of excited. My lord, it's done. My first draft. The manuscript is forced to my hands. Tried a masterpiece. Oh, that's fine. So he wants to write a masterpiece, and he is a master. So we are definitely going to be inspiring things like this. Let's go ahead and put up. So the Ring of the Longbeards. So this is one of the great rings. Do not touch its senses. The magic of the ring of power changes according to the bearer's race. So we get stewardship per level of fame, prestige, renown. Our stress gain, our stress loss is worse. Our domain taxes go up. Rot in Eregion, the 7 were counted among the greater rings, and as such bound to the power of the One Ring. What their original purpose was, has long been lost to time, but when worn by the dwarves, they grant long life and great riches, but also greatly increase the greed of their bearer. They were 7, 1 for the head of each dwarven tribe, and though some hold that they were gifted to the dwarves by their elven friends, others believe it was the Dark Lord who granted them in order to control all and corrupt the children of Ale. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but you can tell me in the comments. The Key of Erebor was a small, curious-looking silver key with a long barrel. It was used to open the secret entrance to the Lonely Mountain that appeared only on Durin's day. And then if we go to the Royal Court, we have the Arkenstone, which we're going to set right beside us. The Arkenstone, it was a great jewel discovered beneath the roots of the Lonely Mountain during the reign of Thrór, and prized by his descendants as the heart of the mountain. So Thrór the First, we are Thrór. Our father was Nain. So quite a while ago, we've had the Arkenstone for a while. Our house banner and our dynasty banner. All right, so all of those are put up, and that's going to take 18 months. So while that is happening, we're going to go ahead, because part of reclaiming this in the lore is that Mahel himself wants us to do this, that this is one of our great uh, lost strongholds, and Mahel himself wants us to reclaim them. So part of doing that is going on a pilgrimage, and we're going to do a pious pilgrimage, and we are going to try to sneak into Durin's Hall. All right. And along the way, so we need mercenary guards and we need mountaineers. All right. And we're going to be I'm going to do high pomp. Okay. And then we're going to go to the throne of Erebor, our own throne. That's funny. And then we're going to go to visit Bramsburg. And then, let's see. We're going to go this way. All right. And then we're going to come down. I'm going to go into to Durin's Hall, and then we're going to come back. Same way. Because this is safer. All right. There we go. So that's the path we're going to take. And apply. And let's go ahead and start our pilgrimage. Get this underway. Pilgrimage, a fresh start, all while preparing for my journey. I have had the sense of serenity and knowing that everything will be all right. I am pleased to embark on this pilgrimage to Durin's Hall in order to get even closer to Mahal. And now more than ever, I feel certain that he will watch over me on my travels. Great. So we're going to get moving. A mountaineer has been hired. Okay, we have dynasty legacies. We're actually not going to do the Khazad because this is like dynasty, and we are actually a little bit greedy, and also just we're not as we could do this. So this would be one where the other would be law, which would be title creation costs, building construction. We will go with Khazad just because it is the custom. I said we wouldn't, but you know, I was just joking around, I guess. This is our unique one. So we have up to Dwarven Might, which gives us heavy infantry damage, which is good. Advantage in Subterranean, which we need. Max Learn Languages, Diplomatic Range, which actually will help us too, so that we don't get all the weird Dwarven stuff that you get where they just keep trying to kill each other because there's no one else around. We can demand payments. We'll go ahead and do that because we are greedy. We don't have enough knights. That will fix itself. We will go ahead and ally with our brother and our son. We need to station our men at arms. So first is our Sigan Balrak, which are our heavy infantry, the long axes, and we are going to put them in the throne room. Then we will put our Zirin Sathor, who are our archers, the Iron Rain, and we'll put them in the Great Foundries. And finally, our Kraben Asgith, our Raven Eye skirmishers, which we will put in the Arkan Halls. Okay. We need to create some accolades. So we have a stalwart who gives us travel safety, or a political who gives us vassal opinion, travel safety, more opinion. What have an here? Okay, so Windolf, Nair, Bullengor, who's a thug, Dread, or monthly prestige for Dread. Not really liking a lot of those. Or a Skillfer, a manipulator, or a politiker, or a scoundrel. We could end up needing to use mercenaries at some point, so we'll go ahead and do him. Force him in. Seek anew. These aren't great to be fair. Marauder, monthly prestige, Dread gain, travel safety, vassal opinion. We could do travel safety because we also get army toughness at the end. We'll do that. And then last is going to be dread per tyranny, or neither one of those are great. Monthly prestige, uncontrolled. Yeah, I'm going to wait because I don't really like him that much. We should get some more folks in. All right. Inspiration, the largest drake ever. My Uzbad, I sent you a royal gift, the hide from the largest of the fearsome drakes that roam the earth. It sprang on me with a vicious roar, its teeth like giant knives aiming for my throat, but my lightning-quick reflexes allowed me to plunge my sword into its belly and slay it. I have not yet fully recovered from the dreadful experience and will need some peace and quiet before I can start on again. Our caravan master. So we gained the hide of a drake artifact. That's good. So now we have the hide of a drake, which is court grandeur. Okay, we'll take that. Not great, but it'll work for now until we get something better. We're always greedy, so we're always looking for something more. Let's see, we'll do domestic affairs, and then we'll do, yeah, all that's fine. We'll do train commanders. Not effect, yeah, we'll do train commanders, and he is still in Gundabad. Can we get anyone better? Has anyone shown up? 16? 13. No, 13's as good as we got. Okay. And then we're going to tell her to go to manage domain, get us 2 more gold. Reflection, starry skies. Out here, late at night, I sometimes look to the stars and wonder, what is our purpose in life? Can the gods even see me this far from home? What am I doing all this for? It's my sacred duty, of course. More pious. What I truly want is to enjoy and experience other cultures. No, we're here for piousness, to prove to everyone the greatness of our goals. We visited the ruins of Framsburg. Following the departure of Errol and later Leolf, only a small remnant of the Aeltheod remained in the far north. Framsburg was largely abandoned. Let's continue reading that. And its halls and stables fell slowly into ruin. Now only a handful of wooden houses are gathered among the ruins, but there's still a regular market, and the broken stone walls provide a small advantage to any defender. All right. So let's continue. Accolade successor has been found. Let's go do that real fast before we forget. That is the Wolf of the Throne of Erebor. All right. We may rename these Bearer of the Uzbad's Mandate. We'll see. Don't know when better, though. A stolen keepsake. In the quiet of our camp near Dun Carsorg, a shrieking uproar breaks the calm. My knight, Wendolf, confronts my courtier Thrór accusingly, holding a treasured talisman. You thief! This was my mother's, Wendolf exclaims, eyes blazing with anger. Thrór vehemently denies the claim. You lying boar, it has always belonged to me. Let's see, it belongs to Wendolf. Wendolf gains 450, Thrór loses 30% of me. My courtier, my knight. Thrór shall keep it. We're both trying to hand it over. They both don't like me. 50%. I'll leave it up to fate. Durin takes it. I mean, that's how we settle things among the dwarves, for sure. Let's go ahead and get these stronger too. Just because I have the gold, so I might as well use it. In the end of night, at our camp's Manurik, I step out quietly. What was that sound? That's when I see it. My courtier Thrór tiptoes to my acquaintance Wendolf, who is dozing on a slope. Oh, she went to kill him. Thrór rows Wendolf down the hillside where sharp rocks ensure a quick and painless demise. Thrór quickly scans in unaware that I've seen anything. She killed one of my knights. I mean, I don't, like, she did kill him, and I saw that, and yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to arrest her. The executor, no, we can't execute her. She has a known murderer, so we could execute her. I would lose opinion on myself. That's hilarious. I'm going to leave her in prison for a little while, and then I will let her out. But she has to serve some time in prison. The walls of Melberg. The exception of Fransburg to the north, Melberg, originally Meithlisburg, is the only stone-built town in Duin Vale. So that's down here. Oh, this is in the wilderness. Built around 1020 of the Third Age at the confluence of the Anduin and the Siros, its strategic location was further enhanced by the construction of a stout stone wall enclosing an artificial hill where the two rivers met. At its height, Melbury became the mercantile center of the Vale, but goblin raids and the rise of Dol Guldur led to its being abandoned several times. Reoccupied after the War of the Dwarves and Orcs, it has again regained some of its former glory and bustling trade and remains one of the best defended settlements. So I guess it's a settlement like kind of like out in the wilderness. It's interesting. $14 months left up here. That's fine. We'll speed up a little bit because we don't have a ton going on. Go ahead and speed up again just because, again, we don't have a lot going on. So we visited the Mirror. The Mirror. Khazad Zaram is the common tongue. Mirror was a deep, dark lake located in the Dimril Dell, less than a mile below the east gate of Khazad Dûm. The lake was long and oval with a shape like a great spearhead. The deep water of Mirror was dark blue like a clear evening sky, seen from a lamplit room and a still surface. Close to the southern end of the lake stood a column inscribed with runes with a broken top, which was called Durin Stone. This stone was erected by Durin, built on the spot where he gazed into the lake and saw a vision of stars set in a crown above his head. A short distance below the lake was a spring with clear ice. Okay, so we are sneaking in currently into the hall. And then this is our aspiration, and we'll send it to our wife. I have walked the holy path. Very nice. The echo of my own footsteps is the only sound in the temple. I am alone. The last thing I remember from the outside world is the face of those beggars near the gates and the blue sky. This doesn't really apply. We're more just hanging out, right? In Durin's Hall alone. Time to pray. Look at those beautiful arches. Time to pray. Yeah, we're gonna avoid those things because we're not hanging out with goblins, right? All right, we gain 265 towards the piety. Very good. And we are outside now. So, trailside bond. While traversing a challenging path in Dimril Dell, I hear laughter ahead. My lore master Nar, my wife Alwis are working together to cross a steep rocky torrent. Nar, your idea to build a makeshift bridge was brilliant, exclaims Alwis. Nar replies with a chuckle, and your quick thinking with those ropes tied it all together. Seems as if this obstacle has led to a new friendship. Nice. They have become friends. Our inspiration has been realized. My lord, my caravan leader, Azakahai smiles and gestures me over. My book. So I like that he's been writing this as we've been traveling together, right? So we've been traveling, we're on the wagon, and he's like leading it, and I'm sitting there, or I guess one of his men's leading it, and I'm just like telling him my life story, and he's just writing it down. An opulent tome that shows a modest understanding of diplomacy as a touchstone on subjects such as court politics. That is very nice. So we'll put that here. Out here, I'm truly free. Call of the road. Since leaving home a year ago, I've seen highs and lows, reveled in the wind blowing through my hair, and lamented the rocks in my boots. There are so many places, so many things I've yet to see. Out there on the open road, I feel free of the confinement of our court, if only for a little while. The roads are full of pilgrims and wanderers. Perhaps it is among them that I will find peace of mind. Commander promoted. Very nice. He brought me a new knight. The seasons have changed. I wonder if that knight could be our new... An outrider. Army movement speed. Oh, yeah. That's really good. And then, but we can't get a successor yet. Get that army movement speed in, and it also allows us, we will eventually want some the spearmen, and then probably also the Hygum Thinbin, the archers, but not quite. We have a pretty good army already. The season's a change. As we prepare to set off in the morning, I see Owls stand outside the camp alone. It's about time for spring again, huh? So we delay a little bit. A man of unusual skills. After we have traveled together for a while, oh, we're up here. I've noticed there's just something about Skirfir. Always picking up herbs or flowers. Today I heard him speak at length about the properties of some herb he had picked up. Could you tell me more about the herbs? I just can't do it. We are getting stressed. We need a personal physician. So let's actually search for a physician. And then we're going to chronicler. We have plenty of prestige. Musician. Yeah, you need to sing for me so I stay less stressed. Artifact decay rate is fine. Tutors for the kids. Master of the horse for the army. Royal architect, we don't need that yet. Seneschal, we don't need that yet. Cupbearer. I think renown, we need a stone singer. I think that's it for now. Yeah, I think that's all we need for now. Okay. The Witch of Vrakiaberg. Vrakiaberg is a land of strange and obscure custom to me. The practices of the Lithrian faith are strange and unimaginably different from Khazad, and nowhere is that more apparent than in the attitude towards the practice of magic. Right in the middle of the town, there's a woman chanting incantations and offering blessings as if she were a warden. It's strange to me, but the people appear positively jubilant to be in her presence. They must be made to understand that witchcraft is a sin. This is really none of my concern. Yeah, it's not my concern. These aren't my people. Court physician. Let's see, we have Wilfer. Or we have Anar. Anar has lower learning, but is also a novice physician. They're a novice physician. No, it's going to be Wilfer. Yeah, absolutely. Caught outside. Let's go ahead and rest. A guardian angel. While passing through the hills of Wolfren, my guest Brockir is about to trip over a hidden wire trap, but is swiftly cautioned by my wife Alwis. Brockir, you need to be more careful, Alwis admonishes, concern evident in her voice. Let's see, you owe her nothing. Yeah, we're not going to do stress events, because they don't fit with our character, right? So, we must make haste. So, I think we'll also... just because we don't have that many children. Wait. I guess we're not done yet. So, oh yeah, we're not quite done. So we visited the golden deeps of Erebor, which is just our gold mines. Good, and we got the claim. We need more than the one, well... he has 3 titles. We'll go ahead and start claiming the other titles. And then we can hold court. My lord, my son and heir, Isbin Thrain, speaks up. I propose a cadastral survey of all the counties. No. A rightful peasant strolls all too close. We're not spending money on anything. We are very greedy. And we do not trust our son, by the way. Your lordness, I come here for Arkan Halls with a matter of great import. You see, Asbad, Tal started last harvest. Cobbler's goat wandered into the brewer's wife's niece's shack and caused a great mess she did. How did this man get in here? We're definitely highfalutin. A thin, raggedy peasant stands before me, gawking at the opulence of my throne room. Obviously distracted, I call him to get his attention. Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. My village in the throne of Erebor was hit by blight this year. We lost not only our crop, but our seed. Let's see, crop sharing. Yeah, I don't want to pay for it. And then we have a new, what was that? Let's see, inspirations. He is just competent. Well, we're not doing competent. And still looking for a successor there. Recruit him to court. All right, Anar. And then we need, hopefully we'll get one there before too long. All right, and now we are going to declare war. So we are going to take back Gundabad. We have told the people what we're doing, and now we're starting, we're going to lead it ourselves. Can we lead it ourselves? You cannot. I'm commanding another army. Yep, this is me. Already doing that. All right, so let's go take back Gundabad. So we're going to go on 5, just because there's not going to be a lot going on. So the long winter. Word reaches me of an unrelenting and bitter cold sweeping across the northern lands of the Middle Earth. Snow falls thick and heavy, covering the plains and mountains in an icy shroud long before the usual time. The people of these lands are said to be suffering terribly, with many freezing to death in the biting winds. The early frost has run harvest and left food supplies perilously low. Families huddle together in whatever warmth they can find, but starvation looms large. Let us hope the code does not reach us here. We didn't get near as much prestige as I thought we would, or I hoped we would, so that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get some more prestige. I don't think we can get more piety from anything. Oh no, Iometer. Yeah, we need more piety. All right. And we wipe that army. 3 months. So we killed, their levies were wiped out 3,000. We lost 200, mostly levies. Our knights did a lot of damage. All right. Another battle. See that one. Again, they lost 1,800 more. We lost 120. And they lost 1,500 more. We lost 25. They lost all their levies, all their orc archers. Yeah, we wiped them. And that was not a stack wipe, but we still killed a bunch. They just keep coming in. Left 4 alive. Good, we're getting all of Gundabad. Very nice. I guess we probably should have waited on that, because now we have to wait for the cooldown. But that is okay. Gonna slow down. All right, so the orcs flee, and we have taken Gundabad. So serve the crown. We need to get down to the conscription. We can demand a payment. We don't want to do that yet. Search for a successor for the defender of Mahal. We can station these guys now. Very nice. We do, so this is the thing, we want to upgrade Mount Gundabad, because right now we can't use it because we're not evil. But if we upgrade it back to Gundabad, right, the Dwarven, built by Durin the Deathless, then we get it under our control. We need 950 piety. We have 604. So we do need to go on another pilgrimage. And this time we're just going to go right here next to us. And start the pilgrimage. And then we're going to go ahead and tell him to go ahead and start on Gundabad. We are going to go ahead, though, and start converting these buildings over. So we're going to start with the terrace farm, because we can't use them, right? Because they're not Dwarven buildings. Let's see. We have a prisoner. All right, so we're going to go ahead and release her. She has served a bit for her crimes. And we are also going to, we can't commission because we have no antiquarian. So let's get an antiquarian. And And we are going to commission a crown. Very good. And we're actually going to turn that on every time we get so that we can get the other items as well. We're going to turn this up to high because we don't have a lot going on. Reflection on earthly contemplation. Along the path to the Holy Land, I've met with all kinds of pilgrims, both young and old. It's as if I'm missing a tapestry of my own. I'm witnessing a tapestry of my own life play out before me. I still have much life to live, and yet it all seems so short. Perhaps I ought to stop a while. This idea makes my heart ache. A beastly omen. As we make our way down this holy road we travel, we are suddenly made to stop as a beast steps out right in the middle of our path. A humble fox stares at our holy caravan. There's something of a knowing look on the beast's face, as if the mind of a wise old man resides behind those feral eyes. He blinks and then carries on his way. We can't be distracted. There's nothing we can do to lose stress, unfortunately. So our inspiration, my metalsmith Dane updates me on his progress, droning on about the limits of tongs and bellows as my mind reels with bold ideas for my crown. Making may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can't have a say in how my money is spent. I have a few suggestions. Have you considered this angle? Yeah, have you considered it? Our successor has been found. Very nice. And we have made it. We've visited Gundabad. I have walked the holy path. My hell shall guide me. We're not going to talk to a goblin. We have snuck in. So these we're just going to ignore because we've basically snuck in, right? All right, minnow break. Recently, I feel like I'm not worthy to be Uzbad, so sneaking into these places is definitely stressful. I don't trust anyone and greedy, you know. It's not good to be sneaking into these places where these goblins are when you're a paranoid person. There are always more traitors to find, more hidden plots. I need to be alone or irritable. I'm going to be irritable. Time to pray. Lost some stress. That's good. Chamber of Awakening. It has been an honor. Very good. And only Mahal guides me for the crown. See to it. Very good. Does he have anything else? So we're going to go ahead and declare war. And we've moved our military over to Gundabad because we plan on taking the mountains, right? That was the whole point. Well, inspiration to the Great Hall. Dane finds poor metal. We got wiped out, unfortunately, because we put our troops in the wrong place. We're gonna have to do it from all the way over here. Okay. The martial contest. As we pass through the market in Durin's guard, we hear a loud yell coming from a corner behind one of the stalls, where a group of people are watching two men fight. As we get closer, one of them is lifted by the other and tossed several feet away. Who's next? The man yells. Come on, you can do it. We're just gonna watch. And then let's go take our soldiers over here. We are gonna have to march from Erebor, though. We have the gold we need. That's very good. And we got our Longbeard crown. Very nice. All right. I could call on him, but I don't really need his help, to be honest. Okay, so Gundabad's already replacing. Don't know if we're gonna get here in time. Harwin has invaded Gondor, so this is... Harwin is here, and they are invading Gondor for this area in the south that Gondor holds. Probably isn't very good for Gondor. Okay, so we're coming from the north. Very good. We wiped their army out. Stack wiped them. They didn't have a chance. Let's go down here and claim this. And we've got it. Very nice. So this is important. because this allows us to hold these lands, which we can't build. We don't need slave mines. Let's go ahead and build hospices. And let's go ahead and create the title. So now we have these two duchies so that we can build this duchy building as well. That'll be good for us. We can declare war on King Lavish of Del. Yeah, I'm not gonna declare on Del. I don't care about Del. We still have a truce. How long do we have a truce with Gundabad? Until 2762, so 4 more years. That is fine. What are our claims? Our claims are for all of Gundabad. Okay. So can we just declare war on people because we're next to them? Seize the hold of Gundalok. Yes, we can do that. So let's go ahead and at this point, our goal is just to wipe goblins out, right? So the fall of Gondolin. As I read the tales of the first age, I am stopped to study the fall of Gondolin. For nearly 75 years, Turgon and his people secretly built Gondolin. Thanks to the 7 gates of the hidden path, the city lived 400 years of prosperity and remained hidden from the eyes of the Dark Lord. However, the traitor Maglin, Turgon's nephew, was captured outside the city and through torture revealed the location of the city. Morgoth's forces subsequently sacked and razed it. We are going to be a warrior of Mahal. It makes sense because we have been doing our devotion. We have been coming in. We are in these lands fighting all of the goblins. So this makes really good sense for us. Very nice. So we have taken these lands. The orcs have fled. And now we can, one, upgrade this so that it starts giving us gold. And then we can construct a city as well. Can't do anything there. We can't do anything there. Okay. We'll let those grow for a bit. We're going to be on 5 just because there's not a lot to do outside of this. And then, you know, we want to move into the story a bit. We only got a few more minutes anyway. We do need to keep spreading though. So we're going to, I don't think we can just declare war. No, because it's him anyway. Declare war. No, we need to get closer to them. So we need to get this claimed so that we can get it. Greetings, my sincere liege. I've arrived in Throne of Erebor to pay homage to you. I bring rich gifts. We're not actually in Erebor, right? We're over here in Gundabad. This is where we're hanging out. I accept your generous gifts. All right. But we'll say we're over there. That's fine. 762, so 2 more years. Great foundries. Large swarms of giant bats have begun moving into great foundries recently. So this is right to the on the eastern side of Erebor. This is an uncommon occurrence as these creatures seem to enjoy. Sometimes the subtle locals are fine with this. That's fine. I'm gonna have her every we're gonna watch her. She's doing something. I don't know what, but it's something. That's what he believes because he's crazy. Okay, Mount Gundabad. According to the dwarves, so this is once the Dwarven of Gundabad was conquered by the notorious orc warlord Skorg, who turned it into the greatest orc stronghold in the north. We are turning it back into Gundabad. Very nice. And we have 9 months left. Available perks. We need to keep getting down to prepared conscription. But you know what? He's convinced me. Let's not waste our time on this if we don't need to. That's fine. I'm the insane. I mean, yeah, I actually am insane. Like, I'm literally over here in Erebor, the greatest, like, richest, and, you know, my son's being a good kid, and I'm like, I hate you. I'm gonna go and settle another Erebor to be even better than everyone else. Which actually makes sense too, because if you look, my brother is over here in the Iron Hills, like being amazing, like got a bigger king than me, and I'm like, I want the bigger kingdom. So, you know, I mean, he's got problems. We're not gonna pretend like he doesn't. Okay, so this is all the land. So if I look at my claims, it's all of that, and then I'm about wait, and then this as well. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and keep our claims going though. So, yeah, we're gonna get all of that. Do we have someone better? We do. Okay, Wiffle, you're going to go and claim this for us. That's pretty good. 962. Very close. We have this is a mining expedition. No, we don't trust people. They're just trying to get us to take advantage of us, right? But we did find an iridescent stone. Very nice. We have a good Dr. Whiffle. My sensible personal physician Whiffer is a true healer, always ready with more subtle remedies. You know what I could do with some closer attention? We have merely decent, we have competent, and we have master. We definitely let the masters do their stuff. We need to hold court. Let's see. An ancient figure approaches my throne with a click and a tap of his cane. My lord, I'm a genealogist, and you are aware you are of noble origin. Yeah, I know that. Of course I know that. Look at me. I'm the King of Erebor. Of course I'm of great stock. Lady Dogsthurissil and her husband approach cautiously. My lord, I am sure someone in the mansion is trying to harm my husband. Malice is not a crime. I do not care. Of course they are. They're trying to hurt everyone. Everyone knows that. A foreign guest approaches my throne. It has been a while since I arrived at your court. I have carefully observed how you rule and address royal manners, both small and grandiose, and I have been nothing but deeply impressed. Among the Firebeards, there is an old tale of a legendary ruler from a distinguished dynasty. It is a story that my mother told me when she was young. She heard it from her mother, and so along. And now I have the great pleasure of telling you that I think you are the legendary Uzbad of Firebeard legends, and I believe any true son of Firebeard surely would agree with me. You gain a mighty endeavor. Durin's folk is the subject of Firebeard tales, or we gain more renown. For sure. Yeah, I mean, we're better than everybody. Again, everyone knows this. Commission artifact. Pretty soon, 15th. Inspiration, request for funds. You will deal with what you have. I do want stuff, but I'm not just gonna give you free stuff. I have a few suggestions to make this better. And he's like, this guy. I hate this guy. Yes, see it done. Give me more land. What are we gonna build? I think we need to build. I think this is actually, let me see. I think this may be where I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm gonna move these here. So can we put something to help with our men-at-arms, siege weapons? Yes. Siege works. This is where siege works are going to be pretty amazing. And now, so commission an artifact, and we need. What are we having made? Is forging a brooch. Okay. So we need some armor. Make me a little more armor. And this dude. Yeah, I'm taking everything, man. I'm sorry. Like, it's just the way it is. He's like, who are you? You're just showing up at my house, taking all my stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, you're gonna work. Who am I gonna impress with my inspiration? Probably Osgood. Alright, well, we already wiped out his army. Levies, orc archers. Yeah, didn't take long, did it? Well, we caught him and killed him. Wow. Okay. So we already have all of this. We're gonna do terrace farms, and then we're going to do. Gonna start upgrading the settlement. Wait. What happened to Goosebud? Wait, no. Revoke titles. That should have. All right. Sons of Mahal. So we get Prosper, Weaponsmith, Armorsmith. That's not great. Resource mine building, gold income. We need to get to the gold income. So revoke title. We got our brooch. Did I get higher? All right. Let's go ahead and claim this. All right, very good. All right, so disband that. And then we need to construct this. So we need to go ahead and replace all of these. So Dwarven terraces, very nice. We need to just keep spreading, keep spreading, keep spreading. We're almost done with our first episode, which is going to be a little bit longer, right? So we can go ahead and create the kingdom of Gundabad. We have not quite started rebuilding Gundabad yet. We're getting close. Dude, no. You can't. I like how I'm like over here and they're like, this guy is crazy. He is gonna cause some problems for all of us. And I'm like, yeah, definitely for you though. Like, why would he do that? Like, I'm like the greatest king this land has ever seen. I showed up, I'm wiping stuff out. I'm wiping out all of these goblins, right? I mean, there's this goblin crazy guy over here. Let's see, declare war, holy war for kingdom, holy war for duchy. I don't super care about that guy. Declare war, duchy, kingdom. I mean, it's just one thing, right? Unfortunately. Now this guy, holy war for duchy. Wait. Clear war, holy war for duchy. Oh, it's because I can only get to the one. That sucks. Yeah, that is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and declare war. My claims. Wait, I have claims on that. Why do I have claims on that? That's weird. Let's go ahead and start claiming this stuff. Ooh, magnificent. Look at my armor. Look at that. That is some fancy armor. And then this brooch. Very looking mighty fine. There's a court event. Let's talk about your enumeration. Let's see. Unmet expectations. The topic of my bumbling court musician skill for his breadth of expertise or lack thereof has been a growing subject of ribaldry. On reflection, his talents do leave quite a bit to be desired. Chief among his detractors is my wife, who makes no effort. Come, my liege. Talk about his we'll just lower. I mean, he's not very good, so we're not gonna pay him as much. Let's go ahead actually and get plenty of that. Building construction, we're doing a lot of building. Seneschal, because we've got a lot of new lands that we need to actually get control of, which is important. Keep that on domestic affairs. Very nice. My wife is still on managed domain. Okay. I do think that we could go to war. So let's go ahead and go to war with this guy. Holy war for county. It's fine. We must deal with these savages. So one of my counties has some savages, unfortunately. Very nice. So borrow of Cloven Spire. Right up here. She got that done. She's pretty good. So let's go ahead and claim that one. We'll just claim all of his stuff at once. All right, so we grabbed that. We have our martial perk. We're almost down to prepared subscription. Conscription? That's funny. Yeah, show him in. Serve me well. He didn't bring gold, but that's okay. We captured and killed, because we don't capture goblins. All right, and killed him. Very nice. We forced the goblins out. So let's go ahead and get the terraces going. Wait, why do I have control of this? I shouldn't get anything from that, so... Wait, is it because it's a... Oh. I have to build those. It is a settlement. It's like, what is happening? What is happening? Let's see. Construct new building. We'll go ahead and do the craft guilds. And we'll go ahead here and build the Dwarven market. And in Gundabad, oh, it's built. Now, though, it's Gundabad. So we're going to do Gundabad. Right, because Gundabad is what the orcs called it. Very nice, which also means that we need this. Hold of Gundabad, mention of Gundabad. Okay, so we are Gundabad then. That's very good. Gundabad. Nice. Unfortunately, we can't build anything. We can't attack this guy now because we couldn't kill him. It would have been nice if we could kill him, captured him, but didn't happen. We'll go ahead and build the Crafter's Guild. Gundalok will go ahead and upgrade the sieges. Our city is built, very nice. So now we can build another castle or a temple. We're going to build a temple. Excellent. Spouse acting on my behalf. My wife spends a significant amount of time traveling the realm with her honor guard. There are many matters she can settle on my behalf. My queen and I stand ready in defense. Absolutely. See it done. I think. Wait, no, I don't think that's everything, right? No, one more right there. Wait, who's this guy? Oh, it's him. So I also need that over there. That's unfortunate. All right, we got some more buildings being built. Let's go ahead and do upgrade. I think I have development going on its own, right? My Seneschal Prestige. I don't think I can do development. No, I don't have anything for development. No, that's fine. Actually, can we seduce our wife? I think she can still have kids. We'll see. A moment alone, no one would ever find it strange that I sit with my wife by the fireplace. Yet there's a tension in the air. Oh, she liked it. She doesn't even flinch. Very nice. A moment alone. I like how I just keep touching her hand. Exotic arms, along with their strange goods, merchants bring tall tales from distant lands, full of wonder. A group of Delringi peddlers purport to have brought Tellery objects and to have come from the faraway court of a great ruler, Aran Olwe of Alquanalande, no less. Okay, Ole, the leading trader, grins darkly. This is unique dagger, could be yours. Get out of here. Be as gallant and charming. She liked it. She liked me being gallant and charming. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and build, get some development going. And then upgrade our Dwarven markets. Lines about legacy. The latest work of my acquaintance, King Girnar, has become all the rage at court. He's the king of Dell. I can see that this is heartfelt. I can see that he wants to be my friend. And now we need to upgrade some trading posts. All right, so 1 hour introductory episode. After this, it is going to be 30-minute episode. So this is our introduction. We did a lot. We were the King of Erebor. We took back Gundabad. We built Gundabad. Need to edit the name of this as well. Just everywhere. So now we are the Gate of Gundabad. We are building up. We have a lot of gold. We have a big army. No one can really fight against us. And yeah, I mean, at this point, we're just spreading. We do have some, let's look real big. We'll look at this when we get back, right? Azog is slowly taking over Moria. Gabilgir is getting bigger. So yeah, there's definitely some people getting Ghost. Goblin Town isn't very strong, is it? But high passes. So there's some strong people up here. Kirith Ghost. There's some dwarves over here. He's at war, so we can't do anything with him. He is losing. I wonder if we could offer to join his war, could we? Oh, we could. The conquest, and then so we could actually take out both armies though, which would help him out. So we're going to go ahead and join this just to help him and go over there because, you know, we don't want orcs killing people. But that's all going to be in the next episode. And yeah, so next time we're going to have a little war. We're going to keep expanding, right? We almost have all of this taken. We're going to have to get one more right here. And then we'll be able to take out this guy who's, you know, pretty strong, but nothing for us. And then, yeah, then it's down into Malisul Tagarkar and keep going. So that's going to be next time. Thanks for joining us and watching, and I'll see you in the next one.